Hey there, I'm Anisha and I will be reviewing the series of Dead Famous books. A couple of years ago, I wasn't really interested in science, but when I picked up this set of books, all of a sudden I started liking it. Dead Famous is basically illustrated using comic strips to keep the interest of the younger generation, and it explains all about different scientists and their inventions and discoveries. Some of them are Albert Einstein and his inflatable universe, scientists and their mind-blowing experiments, inventors and their bright ideas, Leonardo da Vinci and his super brain, and Isaac Newton and his apple. All the books about a particular person basically have the same structure. This book series is a really fun way in which you can learn about different personalities who are dead but still famous. Out of all these books, I will be reviewing Albert Einstein's book. Some of the illustrations in the book are made up using what we know about his past to make it fun and interesting. For example, there's a column called Albert's Lost Notebook, which is made up using information got from old records. They also show a birth certificate of the person, which includes his name, date of birth, father's name, mother's name, and other details. In Albert's case, he had a big head when he was born, and this is shown in a humorous way. The great thing about this series of books is that not only do you learn about a scientist and his inventions and discoveries, but also some interesting unknown facts. For example, hardly anyone would know that Albert had a nose which would turn white whenever he got angry, and this is portrayed in a really humorous way. There are fake newspaper cuttings from his time, and also some hilarious school rules of the school that he went to. All the crazy things Albert did are all portrayed in a comic strip form. And there's also one plus point to Albert's book. Since Isaac Newton played a major role in Albert's science life, you have him also coming up and arguing with Albert. There's a column called Brain Box, which provides you with extra information, and some cartoon kids with their experiments and comments. Albert Einstein's book also explains about his famous E=mc² and stretched space with some funny warnings. This book is very interesting and fun to read, with loads of comments and funny jokes, along with which you are actually learning a lot of new things. I highly recommend this book, and that's all about this series. I hope you liked it, and make sure you read this series of books because it's really worth it.